When you talk to an AI, you're not chatting with a magical black box. You're communicating with a pattern-recognizing system that responds directly to the clarity of your instructions. This module helps you master that skill. Think of it as learning a new language, the language of precise intention. By the end, you'll know frameworks, habits, and tricks that professionals use daily to turn vague ideas into crisp results. Let's begin. A prompt is simply an instruction. It can be a question, a paragraph, a list, or even incomplete thoughts. The real magic lies in how clearly you express what you need. If your instruction is clear, the AI behaves like a well-trained assistant. If your instruction is vague, it behaves like a confused intern guessing your needs. Ask yourself, if I gave this instruction to a human, would they understand what I need without asking follow-ups? That's your benchmark for a good prompt. Prompting affects three things: speed, accuracy, and consistency. Clear instructions save you time because the AI doesn't drift off in random directions. They improve accuracy because the AI isn't guessing context. And they improve consistency so you don't get different answers every time. Many people blame the model when the real issue is the prompt. Clarity is your power. AI doesn't read your mind. If you say, write a story, it could write anything from a romance to a horror story. But if you say, write a 200-word thriller set in New York City with a twist ending, suddenly the AI can focus. Context is like handing the AI a map. The more landmarks you give, the fewer wrong turns it takes. Whenever you feel AI is giving generic answers, add more context to your prompt. Crisp. Context, role, instruction, style, parameters, part is one of your strongest prompt methods. Think of crisp as your blueprint for talking to AI. Context sets the scene. Role tells AI who to become. Instruction defines the task. Style shapes the tone. Parameters specify boundaries like length. A crisp prompt turns chaos into clarity. Use it for almost everything. Here's how crisp works in real life. You are a travel blogger. Write a 150-word Hanoi itinerary in a friendly tone for first-time visitors. See how clean that is? The AI knows who it is, what to write, how to sound, and for whom. Try converting one of your daily tasks, maybe an email or a summary, into a crisp prompt and watch the difference. RACE is perfect for structured output. Request, action, constraints, example. Request, what you want. Action, what the AI must do. Constraints, boundaries, example, a sample to follow. RACE is powerful for business writing, documentation, analysis, anywhere structure matters more than creativity. Use CRISP when you want richness, use RACE when you want precision. 5 principles separate average prompts from professional prompts: specific, simple, structured, stepwise, and testable. If your prompt meets these 5, the output will almost always be sharp. Think of them like the grammar rules of prompting. Break them only when you know exactly why. Different tasks require different prompting strategies. Instruction prompts tell AI what to do. Role prompts force it to think like an expert. Multi-step prompts break down long tasks. Chain of thought prompts reveal reasoning. Persona prompts add flavor. Database prompts extract insights. Selecting the right type is half the battle. Pick the wrong type and you'll fight the model. A bad prompt is vague. Tell me about AI. A good prompt is specific. Explain how AI improves healthcare in 3 bullet points. Bad prompts rely on guessing. Good prompts rely on guidance. The difference is night and day. Whenever you're unhappy with an output, your first step isn't to blame the AI, it's to check if your prompt could be sharper. Prompting isn't a one-shot deal. Professionals iterate. Think of it like sculpting clay. You shape the first version, examine it, refine it, and continue. Ask, what's missing? What's unclear? What needs tighter constraints? This mindset removes frustration. AI is your collaborator, not your one-try genie. Sometimes AI gets things wrong. That's normal. When it does, don't start from scratch. Use corrective prompts. Show your steps. Retry with corrections. Explain your reasoning. These help you understand where the AI went off track and teach it to recalibrate, just like coaching a junior colleague. Long tasks need clarity. Structure your prompt with sections: context, task, format, constraints, examples. Think of long-form prompting as writing a recipe. The clearer your ingredients and steps, the more predictable the dish. Use bullets, labels, and examples to make your intent unmissable. Different models have different strengths, but great prompts work everywhere. ChatGPT is conversational and creative. Claude is analytical and handles huge documents. Gemini is fact-rich and multimodal. If your prompt is clear, any model can perform brilliantly. You don't need hacks, just clarity. Most frustration comes from 5 mistakes: being too vague, giving no examples, ignoring style guidance, forgetting role assignment, or providing confusing length. The fix is simple. Be intentional. Before sending a prompt, ask yourself, is this what I would say to a human expert? You don't always need frameworks. For everyday tasks, emails, summaries, CV rewrites, trip plans, micro prompts are enough. Try these. Summarize this with 3 actionable takeaways. Write a polite 100-word decline email. Create a 3-day Tokyo food trip plan. Small prompts, big impact. Now it's your turn. Pick one scenario: rewriting, summarizing, transforming, explaining, or creating. Apply what you've learned. Don't chase perfection. Chase clarity. The more you practice, the more natural prompting becomes, almost like speaking a new language fluently. Your challenge: write a crisp prompt for explaining why Python is beginner-friendly in a LinkedIn post. Think about the audience. Think about tone. Think about constraints. Then test your prompt with your preferred AI. Compare with others. Refine. This is how real prompt engineers work, through iteration and reflection. Here's where your prompting journey levels up. Basic prompts help you use AI. Advanced prompts help you guide AI. Think of it like driving. Anyone can steer a car, but not everyone can navigate a difficult road with confidence. Advanced prompting gives you that confidence. You begin shaping the model's thinking, not just hoping for a good answer. This is the moment when prompting becomes a skill you can trust every single day. Now we bring in the master rule, the backbone of every strong prompt. It's called RGCCO: role, goal, context, constraints, output, style. This one sequence instantly removes vagueness and gives your prompt structure. Assign a role so the model adopts the right mindset. State your goal so it knows the destination. Give context so it understands the situation. Set constraints so it doesn't drift. And specify the output style so the final answer fits exactly what you need. Use RGCCO once, and you'll never go back to guessing. When you apply RGCCO, the difference is immediate. Vague prompts become laser-focused. The model knows how to think before it tries to speak. You're not relying on chance anymore. You're designing the logic the model will follow. That shift is what makes your output clean, predictable, and professional. Advanced prompting isn't about clever wording. It's about creating a small system the AI can follow every time. You define the input clearly. You apply a framework like RGCCO or CRISP. You generate a well-structured output. Then you evaluate and refine. This turns prompting into a repeatable workflow, something you can use across writing, research, planning, analysis, and more. Deep is your tool for detailed, structured thinking. You start by describing exactly what you want. Then you explain the constraints so the model doesn't wander. Next, you expand with examples so it understands your style. Finally, you provide the final task, tying everything together. Use deep whenever accuracy, rules, and detail matter. It's perfect for documentation, planning, structured writing, or anything that demands precision. Sometimes you want the model to explore ideas, not jump to conclusions. That's where Tree shines. You set the task. Ask for multiple reasoning paths. Let the model evaluate each path, and then tell it to execute the best one. This gives you richer, more thoughtful answers, especially for brainstorming, strategy, or complex decisions. Craft is built for writing and editing. You give context so the model understands the situation. You add requirements so nothing important is missed. You identify the audience so it chooses the right vocabulary. You define the format so it structures the answer properly. And you choose the tone so it feels human and natural. Craft is your best friend for emails, blogs, social posts, or any writing task. STARS is the framework for high-level thinking. You outline the situation, define the task, analyze the factors, recommend a solution, and wrap up with a short summary. This is exactly how consultants think: structured, logical, and solution-oriented. Use it for business problems, planning, or strategy decks. RAGG gives you a way to refine AI output like a professional editor. Start by refining the prompt or the previous draft. Adapt the constraints, generate a new version, then grade it with honest criteria. This loop repeats until the output reaches the level you want. It's invaluable for long-form writing, product descriptions, complex explanations, or anything you want polished to a high standard. BOLT is the speed framework: simple, direct, and efficient. Begin with a short brief. Give a quick outline so the structure is clear. Add limits like tone or word count, and test the understanding with a tiny example. BOLT is perfect for those daily tasks: quick emails, summaries, ideas, drafts. It keeps your prompting fast without lowering quality. No single framework fits every situation. Tree helps you explore options. Deep helps you reason clearly. STARS helps you think strategically. Craft organizes your writing. BOLT keeps things fast. RAGG improves drafts. And RGCCO brings the backbone for all of them. You're not memorizing tricks, you're choosing the right tool for the right job. Let's take one task. Create a 2-day Vietnam travel plan. Tree will brainstorm multiple itinerary styles. Craft will turn the chosen plan into smooth, audience-friendly writing. RAGG will refine and polish it into publication-ready content. This is how professionals use prompting. Not one prompt, but a chain of structured thinking steps. Think of RGCCO as the skeleton, the shape and clarity. Frameworks are the muscle. They perform the specialized task. Constraints act like the brain. They keep everything focused. And examples become the memory. They show the model exactly what you want. When these layers work together, the AI generates content with intention, accuracy, and depth. Constraints are where you gain control. You can tune the tone, limit the length, specify the audience, define the format, add rules, share examples, or set a reading level. These let you nudge the AI into the exact space you want. The more precise your constraints, the more reliable the output. This is the professional workflow behind every strong AI output. Generate the first draft. Critique it honestly. What's missing? What sounds vague? What needs clarity? Then improve it with guidance. This loop is fast, powerful, and produces results that feel polished and thoughtful. Treat AI like a collaborator, not a vending machine. Here's an easy example to show the power of RGCCO. A weak prompt, like explain AI agents, gives the model nothing. No audience, no focus, no structure. But when you apply RGCCO, you assign a role, set a goal, add context, define constraints, and choose the output style. Suddenly, the response becomes sharp, meaningful, and useful. The improvement feels almost magical, but it's really just structured thinking. Try and check yourself. The secret behind advanced prompting is simple. Better thinking leads to better prompts. Frameworks in RGCCO help you organize your thoughts before you type them. When your thinking becomes structured, the AI's output naturally becomes clearer, cleaner, and more aligned with what you wanted in the first place. 3 truths to remember. Clarity is power. Your words shape AI's thinking. Frameworks turn randomness into reliability. You now possess tools that most AI users don't. Practice them consistently, and you'll get professional-grade output every day. Your communication determines the AI's intelligence. You've now mastered the way experts design prompts. In the next module, we plug these skills into real-world tools, automations, workflows, AI platforms, and productivity systems. This is where your prompting knowledge becomes practical power. In the next module, the aim is to turn your skills into speed and scale. As we end this module, remember, you can learn more about GenAI, get updated news, and gather knowledge from our website, www.thegeniuscircuit.com. Please like our videos and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay well, practice prompting, and I will meet you again in Module 6.